Let's go.
When I say long live, y'all say Pat stay. Long live.
Pat stay.
Long live.
Pat stay.
One! Big Valley Battles, we're here live at BVB New Era. Kelowna, make some fucking noise! Let's go. I'd like to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Dab Daddy Premium Concentrates, EZE Extractor, Mady Made, King Palm for keeping us smoking good, and of course Mary Jane's for hosting us all night. We got some co-hosts for this one?
Yo, hold on. Give some fucking noise for this guy from
Let's get it.
What up, it's Kronic. You know, I'm just here to smoke some King Palms and watch some rap battles.
Let's go!
Hey yo, shout out to those getting money. It's never enough. Even if you got a worse record than the Canucks, Kelowna. Make some
Let's go!
Two hearts in one.
Oh, absolutely. Easy bodies.
We're gonna get right into it. Rapper on my right, introduce yourself. Hey. Hold it down, yo! Hold it down!
Yo, it's my BVB debut. Let's make some noise. It's Copacetic, illegitimate Glock party, and this is fucking
Hold it
legendary
down.
battle. Just happy to be here.
Rapper on my left, introduce yourself.
I'm Wiseguy. Thank you for having me out, Kelowna. Rest in peace to the Copacetic. And yo, y'all aren't even ready for what I have in store, except for Mike Wild, who took acid to enjoy this battle more.
Let's go! Let's go! All right, round one. It's on Copacetic. Let's get it.
What have I done with my life? Nothing that's right.
That's my line.
Suffering, silently, struggling mightily to justify my coming tonight. Get a nudge from my wife. She's like, "Hun, you all right?" Say, how much of my time is worth spent coming up with some rhymes to humble him just to be judged and then listen to him list off the stuff that's inside of my mother's behind? She says, "You're in love with this guy." That's true. I'm in love with this guy. I mean, not physically, you, but you know. No offense. I'm in love with his mind. I fuck with his style. It's plucky and light. It's not exactly Lux in his prime, but you know, it's a good show for the kids, like Bumpin' the Night. But there's a price. Because sometimes you say shit that's ugly and trite, and being a fan of yours is like juggling knives, because you can be the funniest guy, but every once in a while, like you said, A-class eats cats and dogs, because that's what Asians do. I don't think he's being racist, too. I think he's just like, you know, insulated. Maybe he just doesn't understand how they make their food. Like follow me, you know, he spent his whole life in Alberta. He's probably got some crazy views. Probably thinks that British people travel by umbrella and Australians ride kangaroos. He's not a bad guy, he's just not intelligent. And you'd have a lot more empathy if you spent any time in Edmonton. Just saying. It's true. I went to Mexico this year, I went to Italy. Boy, Tuscany's nice. So all that mean stuff that you write really cuts like a knife. You judging others for what they haven't done in their life is funny when you've never once left your country by flight. Like, I don't know what you can say to me. Like, you're the lesser man it's plain to see with all the appeal of secondhand anal beads. What? Holy fuck! And now you are in front of everything I say like Scooby-Doo. In the ring, you can't waste around like hula hoops. You get that pick it and flick it style is super ew, but it's not something you can stick on me. I'm booger proof.
Let's go! Let's go!
So like cities you've never been to, we are miles apart. You're not nice outside your market, and it's kind of bizarre. You die for your art, too afraid of driving your car. What kind of wise guys aren't trying to get smart?
That's it. That's time.
Let's go! Make some noise, yo!
I had an answer.
Wise guy, get it.
You guys want to hear a early stretch bar?
Yeah. Always tell him.
Because a lot of things rhyme with Copacetic. Oh, here we go.
I love it.
It's about to be a roasting session. Homie messing with cobra venom. Phone the medic. I'll smoke this peasant and roll the credits with colder freshman's Copacetic. Even though you've been toe-to-toe with legends, you are about to be shown a lesson. Cope's pretentious, spits what he thinks is the dopest reference and gets so defensive when no one gets it. Copacetic. Doesn't like to use soap or breath mints. Bro, the stench is so offensive and the home you rent is roach infested. I don't respect this hoe, I'm sexist. This round, more expensive than a golden necklace. Yours cheap as a loaf of bread is plain toast for breakfast. You'd probably ruin a nice steak with a load of ketchup. This match been over since I wrote a sentence. Copacetic!
Tell him.
Yo, part of Block Party. So at best he's Chrome's apprentice. Cope's been getting coaching sessions, but in battles he be showing less than no progression. You get blown to death with loaded weapons. Solar plex is open-ended. Bro, I'll send this poser Frenchman's soul to heaven. Copacetic!
Let's go.
No fat, no muscle, you're just bones and tendons. Complimenting your opponents is your only method that you keep repeating like a broken record. Everything you've ever wrote is septic, so I'll end it when I chop off the hand you hold your pen with. Copacetic. If you're waiting for this flow to end, don't hold your breath in. You know I'm flexing, cold when stretching like a yoga lesson in the frozen section. If he said he was sick, he had a throat infection. Loves watching rappers forget their bars. He's got a choking fetish. Copacetic. I'm the reason this battle's dope. You owe me credit. I'm the most requested. Don't forget it. Your career's like crushing cans. It's so depressing. Homie's jealous. Homie's jealous. Won't let me hang with his wife. Because when that hoe is present, he's worried I might tap like I stole his debit. Copacetic. I'm on a noble quest to fold his head in before he can pass on his gross genetics. You look like you might be a pro at tennis. Ew. You're on a list of broke, pathetic battlers who don't get mentioned. Copacetic. You'd have to pretend to be weed to leave a dope impression. I'm on another level in my own dimension. I supply the juice with these rounds like I'm growing lemons.
Let's go. Make some noise, yo.
Yo, that all rhymes. Hey, yo, like my girl at home with blunts, I want to thank you for rolling up.
Nice.
I almost didn't travel to Kelowna because my first match an opponent ducked.
Kronic.
What's up?
You stepped up, and appreciate it. What did I say?
He said I ducked.
But you stepped up, and this classic was sewn shut. And like a hand job from a leprechaun, that was a stroke of luck. That's funny. Because you were a good rapper.
That was a good one.
Because you were a good rapper. Considering the depth of Wize penmanship, I have the sense to make good rappers retire penniless. Like, why invest in someone who doesn't put time or effort in? I'm on a much higher level. This is a minor offense to consecutive life sentences. Oh, you're trying to reinvent your shit? You should have quit the day before this. Instead, you're still paying for it like expired trial memberships. Second best at everything. Even where you represent is less impressive. When they say he's from Calgary and you have to step in and correct them like, actually, I'm from Edmonton. Hey yo, my my mind is set to pyrotechnics. Your time of death, 90 seconds. It's when you cry incessantly, trying to find an exit, because I was hired to light the session, and you were hired for fire suppression. I am the legend. I don't need violence to end them, plus I can sense all the higher pressure inside them like hypertension. We don't need a decipher. We don't need decipher. What am I saying? We don't need to decipher to sense. What the fuck am I saying? Shit, like a private detective, right? Like what the fuck? I'll send him right into heaven. This is divine intervention. Said his pride is his prized possession, but I'm taking that tonight. You came to have a nice time. I'm aiming for his life. It's as faded as his mind. It's as wasted as his mind when he's faded from the vices that are fucking fuck. Oh. It's as wasted as his mind when he's faded from the vices that are fucking that will plague him till he's died. You couldn't save him if you tried. Because I've been taking down giants like David and Goliath. I got patience like a virus. They say name your asking price. Your brain is like a child's is. There's bacon fat inside it. When they say don't meet your idols, should have taken that advice. What a train wreck of a round. That's it.
Let's go!
That was ugly. That was the ugliest it's ever been.
I almost believed you.
It was so whack.
As soon as money was wired, I said this one will be fire. The battle was announced and people just made fun of the flyer. You get crushed in this round like buds in a grinder. My shit, custom designer, gloves with the sniper. You're just puppets for hire because you suck as a writer. Some guys be like, wow, Cope knows how to punch. Sometimes he gets help from Chrome and his buds. I heard Pigsty might have written most of his stuff, and if that's true at all, I'm totally fucked. Just kidding. Yo, I'm a different type for sure. This is like a little science nerd trying to criticize the work of Mr. Heisenberg. It's your time to learn. You getting fried and burned till you fit inside and earn. Sometimes when he spits his verse, I've noticed he goes like this and flicks his shirt. Is it to cool off? I mean, oh shit, it works. Get the nurse. I puked up my alphabet soup. I'm sick with words. What? That's light. That's a bad bar.
Yeah, it is.
Like transportation to the islands, you're a big ferry. I asked your wife if it was a bit scary to get married to Jim Carrey. But for real, he works as a body double for actors on set. He's cashing the checks, and that I respect. And no matter how many views I stack on the net, I'll never be as famous as the back of your head. Yo, talk to me. You said you deliberately suck as an act. Get dressed up for some laughs. You have fun being trash. You just love being ass. I think it's dumb and it's sad because you'd actually be dope as fuck if you rapped. In the past, you've likely seen him dressed in costume while he's scheming or using his puppet of a tiny demon, and some say this approach might be cheating because every time some guy defeats him, he claims he never tried to beat them. That's quite convenient and kind of genius. Kind of genius, robs opponents of their nice achievements, but you don't bring your best ever, you will probably lose. I will say some of your costumes are cool. I love your comedy, dude. I half expected you to show up in a fucking broccoli suit. Some battle fans favor the gun rhymes, came for the punchlines. So this kid gets served with the tray like a lunch line.
Let's fucking go!
I'm not a mushroom, but they say I'm a fungi. Special needs on the plane, I am dumb fly. That's it.
Let's go! Make some noise, yo!
Let's go. All right. You have this catchphrase, what have you done with your life? Nothing, that's right. I'll admit, it hit the first couple of times. But, you know, it's less effective in shit leagues battling junkies at night. Like, you're a fucking mess of a dude. Run around battling homeless people like, oh, I'm better than you. Dude, it's a joke. All you are using is jokes and violence bars you won't do, so that too is a joke. I see through your approach. You will lose and it's confusing us both. Cause I'm wise to it, and you gotta cope. Oh. It's the usual tropes. He's had sex with your mom. Nobody believes you're fucking anyone, dog. You're a wreck and a slob. You let your body melt. It's a blob. Sweating excessively even when the temperature drops. The devil's lettuce has got him, among other things. Yeah, got a medicine ball. Being a drug receptacle's not impressing your boss. That's why he's never held a regular job. That's why he's never held a regular job for 10 cents on the dollar. He's given special massages at the West Edmonton Mall. And anyone connecting the dots sees a front like a Western facade. All that negative attention from chefing to broccoli ended up detrimental to your vegetable stock. We expected this guy couldn't weather the fall when November was locked, and now it's getting dark for you early, like 6, 7 o'clock, because you will sink when I press you if you're ready or not. I'll put your ink under pressure like a cephalopod. Adrenaline shot won't rescue you from death when it calls. A legend was promised. Instead, we got a desert mirage. Let's face facts. We all just plain passed you by. Put wise to pasture, way past your prime. You can't survive. Way past your prime, you can't survive. If you can't adapt your style, it's like you're standing pat on a racetrack with time. My game plan is tighter, my name brand is higher than James Stats can climb in the same sample size. Like plane crash survivors that make sacrifices, when you lay down and die, they will say that was wise. Stop. Let's go!
I said, you ain't safe in a vest, because I aim for the head. You're basically dead. You're on stage with a vet. Pay your respect. It's bakery fresh, how I'm making the bread. I'm known for having the craziest pen, and you're known for your little Damien friend. Lame as it gets. When I throw on one of your battles at my place with my friends, no one stays till the end. They all suddenly have to be other places instead. Cope dresses up, I was playing pretend. Want a Copacetic impression? I'll put his face in cement. I'm trying to say you're a mess. Whatever your brain doesn't catch, I'll explain it in French. I can't impersonate Cope. I got a bunch of excuses. I was gonna try doing something that you did. Thought it might be funny to do it.
Hi there!
But then I decided, fuck that, puppets are stupid. Yo, check it.
You got really close to winning.
Bro, you're honestly the worst, and even if you stepped up your quality of work, it would be like polishing a turd. I'll put your body in the dirt. Remember the time you drew Muhammad on a shirt? You should have sold copies to some nerds. Then you can finally say you made a profit on your merch.
What?
Yo. Whoa! Let's go! That was my favorite bar. That's the best one. You soft as a massive tit, fake as a bitch with plastic bits like Cabbage Kids. You have a nice face for smashing bricks. I'll snap this twig. When I put him in a cast, it's not an acting gig. I'll make it look like an accident, but I practice this. Grab the grip, stab the tip, past his ribs, plasma drips, blade disappears like a magic trick. You're soft. You're soft as pillows stuffed with fluff. I'm scarier than Scuzzlebutt. On the up and up like double jumps. It's number one versus the runner up. I can't stop punching like the button's stuck. He's got an ugly mug only his mother loves, and his best friend is a rubber duck named Buttercup. You used to be cool with beast mode till you fucked it up. When Pepe called you a cuckish cuck, that must have sucked. I was gonna write a funny punch, but thought you've already been punished once. Glock Party, Mr. Glock Party cannot harm me. You could smoke with the cannons like Bob Marley. You don't want any beef like Rob Zombie. I'll put this fake little bitch in a box and it's not Barbie.
Yo, tell him twice.
Let's